My name is Bertie Sinowick. I am a parent of 5 children, including 3 teenagers. I am also a teacher, and I am frightened. I am frightened by headlines like these that scream from our newspapers and televisions. To me, they are all saying the same thing. Teens in trouble, out of control, hurting, feeling trapped, their lives on the edge, unable to see their own value. And that is what our program is all about, building self-esteem. Many changes have occurred in the relationships between the parents and their kids, and between teachers and their students. For many of our young people, the time they spend in the classroom represents the only structured time in their daily life. For many of our teachers whose workload is already overloaded, they are finding themselves parenting more than, or at least equal to, the amount of time they spend teaching. A year ago, I joined Volunteers of America, a nonprofit service organization that has a program called the Positive School Support Program. It consists of 4 components. We work with students, staff, parents, and community to build self-confidence and to energize one another to create a positive school environment. The first component is the assembly.
The drivers didn't make it.
A packed auditorium, a sea of anxious faces, and the man, Jim Tooman.
Why is it so uncomfortable for all of us to feel that we're the most important person we know? Why is it so difficult for us? Because deep down inside we really don't believe it.
Tooman tells the story of a bright, kind 14-year-old boy whose parents were always putting him down. One day the boy hung himself in the shower and left a note that said, "But you didn't like me anyway."
I can't bring that boy back. I can't tell him it's okay. Can't tell him not to accept the put-downs. Can't tell him he has a value. We are all so busy allowing other people to dictate how we should feel about ourselves that we can't see our own value.
That's especially true in high school when kids are trying to figure out who they are and what they should be.
We all play the image game. We all keep the walls up so high that we never tell each other how much we care.
After an intense hour, Tooman turns the microphone over to the kids.
It takes a lot to get up here in front of all you people and tell my brother that I love him. And I know that he loves me. And if he wants to stay up there right now, just, you know, I'll go up there after him.
My dad's been on the operating table because he's had a heart attack. And I don't know when he's gonna go. But they're trying to stop it, and I haven't said I love you to my father. But you know damn well where I'm going as soon as I get out of here.
My mom and dad have done a lot for me.
It's okay. Somebody hug him, please.
And
Oh
I've,
my God.
I'm not, you know, I haven't been too fair with them. They've done a lot for me. Oh, they do a lot. I've let them down so many times. I'm doing bad in school right now. I'm doing bad at home. They mean so much to me, and I never told them that I loved them. Never once. Never told my mom I loved her, my dad, or my brother. Never once told them I loved him.
Every one of you in this room has some value. If you don't buy it inside, it doesn't mean anything. Every one of you in this room can make something happen in your lives. Now go out and do it. Thanks for caring. We heard dozens of kids break down the image, just let go, because they didn't feel threatened in this session to be able to do it. They felt supported. They felt that everybody there at that moment cared about them and was willing to care and show their support. And what you have seen on that film has happened in over 300 schools around the country. And it's a wonderful experience for young people, for staff, for parents who attend this assembly. It's a real bonding for a school. Kids get an opportunity to open up and tell each other how much they care, how much they appreciate each other. They also get an opportunity to share some of their pain and get a lot of support from fellow students, from staff, and from parents. Now, most of you are asking, what happens after this? What happens when these kids open up and share their feelings? Where do they go with these feelings? So this is part of our total program. What we have introduced are support groups that go on for a year's time. Kids get an opportunity after the assembly to sign up for support groups. And they break up into teams of 12 or 15 kids each with an adult facilitator, and they get an opportunity to support each other for an entire year's time around crucial issues in their lives. Kids get an opportunity to be able to learn to give and also to learn to receive support. And that's the power of this program. So it's not just a one-day experience, it's a full-year experience.
It's just been amazing. I knew what was going to happen at these assemblies, but it was a million times better than what I had hoped for. I know this, there's not a person that was in this school that was at any one of these assemblies that will be the same person tomorrow. I think today we see so many examples of hurt on the media, in all sorts of media, and we're almost to the point where it doesn't make any difference to us. Yet these are kids that we sit right next to day after day that are reaching out, that are saying, help me, not somebody, not somebody miles away, but I'm right here. I just think it's great. I'm really pleased with the response of the students. I love them.
Each of you are sitting at a table in groups of 5 or 6 or whatever. Discuss together what was important for you today in this assembly. What did you see that you liked, or what did you see that you were afraid of, or what did you see that you felt was real important and a beginning of something new?
We found that the response of the students toward each other was just overwhelming. They responded to feelings. Not all the kids knew what they were going to say. The words were not important. Everybody listened to the feelings that they were saying. So it didn't matter how eloquent it was. I think we also saw that the staff has hurts and the staff cares about the students. And the emotions flowed back into the classrooms and on the hallways after it was over.
Okay, what I want to do right now is something that's very important. I am going to share with you how do we deal with kids in pain, but I'm going to do it by working off of your 20, 25 years experience of whatever it's been in education. Because you people have been successful in your own way, at your own moment in time, and I want to be able to brainstorm with you what your ideas, what do you do as individuals to deal with kids in pain?
Be willing to share yourself. Let the kids know that you're a person, not just a teacher. There's more to academics, there's more to teaching than just the academic. And to let the kids know that you realize this. Try to look at the student for his potential, not maybe what he just got through doing, which may have been a negative behavior. So look beyond the negatives into the positives. Look for help from the students. Don't always look just to give help. A lot of the kids have things to offer to the class and to the teachers. And to look for that and ask for it. And talk about things that are relevant to them, not just to you.
Several weeks ago, when this was first mentioned, I had a lot of apprehension. That apprehension started to grow. Maybe I overreacted, I don't know. But I think probably from my perspective, the things that happened today has maybe been the most moving experience of my entire career in education. Talk about burnout. And I've been through it. Every once in a while I get the feeling that some of us just pure don't give a damn about kids. And if this program today hasn't changed your mind or your attitude, then I say it's time to get the hell out of the teaching profession. I told my kids if I didn't care about them today, there was a whole lot of other things I could do to make a whole lot more money.
The third component of our Positive School Support Program is an evening session on positive parenting for teens and their parents. In this session, we deal with the importance of being real to our kids, stopping the negative put-downs in our homes, challenging one another to go 24 hours without a negative criticism. We also share with one another what is our greatest fear as a parent of a teenager, and how do we deal with that fear. With the teens present, they discuss what are they most afraid of as a teenager. We also encourage parents to participate in the formation of support groups for themselves and for their kids. The kids need the parents, and the parents need the kids in order to further their understanding of one another. The fourth component is the formation of the support groups themselves. We need a commitment from the schools to participate in this, either ahead of time or initiate it as a result of our program.
I hate to say this, I love myself, I really do.
This is a program that can work.